And now this. California Governor Gavin Newsom under fire for new legislation that tightens the cap on greenhouse gas emissions. California Post opinion editor Joel Pollack joins me now. Joel, is this going to just drive up the cost of gasoline even more in California? We've got it at $5.20 a gallon for regular this morning.
Well, it is going to continue to drive prices for fuel higher. The president of refining for Chevron wrote a letter to the governor and to the California Air Resources Board, warning them that the new regulations could drive prices per gallon up at least an additional $1. And there were studies last year that showed the gas price could move to $8, perhaps even $10 per gallon, given the regulations and the loss of refining capacity over time. That last part is crucial because oil refining is leaving the state. We have about half the refineries today that we did about 2 decades ago, and that makes it much harder to produce the fuel, and it means that our supply chain is vulnerable to shocks, so that when one refinery goes down, the prices shoot way up.
What does this, I'm going to call it an energy crisis in California, what does it do to the California economy?
Well, it makes everything more expensive, and keep in mind, you're hauling long distances in California. We have, of course, the two major metropolitan areas, the Bay Area and LA, Southern California, and there's a lot of traffic that has to go between them. You have the Central Valley and various cities in the interior. There's a lot of trucking that goes on, and that's how many Californians make their living. In addition, the long commutes that people have from the suburbs to jobs in San Francisco or LA means that people are paying a lot of money every week just to get to work and back. So this is going to have a massive long-term impact, and it's no wonder that California's unemployment rate remains stubbornly high, the highest in the nation, and that our economic growth is actually rather slow because we have these self-imposed fuel costs that affect everything in the economy.
This is another California Post story. The LA Marathon goes woke as it brings in shortcut for runners having a tough day and they still get medals. What's the point of even running the marathon if you don't go the full 26 miles?
I've run a couple of marathons, and it's very, very difficult. There's no shame in pulling up if you can't finish. Some of the best runners in the best shape find that they encounter difficulties, whether it's the weather or some unforeseen circumstance or injury. There's no shame in it, but you don't deserve a medal. The whole point is it's supposed to be difficult, and we should all emulate the competitive spirit of Nathan Martin, who sprinted down those last 5 miles to catch the leader and to win the Los Angeles Marathon. That's the spirit we want, not the spirit of participation trophies.
It's a bit like kids in school maybe a few years ago. You got to participate. Everybody got a trophy. Is that the objective of the LA Marathon? Everybody gets a prize.
It shouldn't be, but it has become that. And it's a shame because what makes marathons worth doing is the challenge. And if you don't finish, that's all right. It's not your last race. You can come back, train, and finish the next time. And it makes the achievement of those who do finish much smaller if everybody who gets to mile 18 gets a medal. I mean, mile 18, 19, that's where the really tough going begins. Heartbreak Hill in the Boston Marathon, which is coming up soon, that's mile 20, 21. That's when you really have to find the mental stamina, not just the physical strength. And so giving people a medal for turning off the race just isn't what people really do marathons to achieve.
There seems to be a move away from wokeness in most parts of the country, but I guess not yet in California. Is that right?
Well, California political culture and popular culture have defined themselves in opposition for the last 10 years to Donald Trump. So this is possibly the one place in the United States that still has quite aggressive woke culture, not just on the streets during a marathon, but also in the classrooms, in the media. But there is a silent backlash against it because people realize it just doesn't work. You don't feel as good about yourself when you get a participation trophy after mile 18. People want to be as good as they can possibly be.
You get to mile 18, you're done well. Joel, thanks for joining us. All good stuff. We appreciate it. See you soon.